The Holly Weirds are waving goodbye to studio productions as they thrive in other places all over the nation and the world. We've been telling you for years that this was coming. Now it's here. Los Angeles is saying farewell to so many of those fair-paying jobs and opportunities as they go to places like Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond. Today, we'll tell you why so few remain in the Golden State, making more content that most people hate. Hello, folks, and welcome back to another dandy of a day. We are coming your way from somewhere sunny USA. The studio is powered by you. Those radioactive hamsters continue because of your views. Thank you so much for being here. Folks, we're going to dive straight in. As we do, click the like button, and you are about to have a PhD in understanding what's going on in the entertainment industry. Without further ado, let's do it right now. Take a look. It is out of No Film School, and just as we have been telling you, studios are leaving. They're fleeing California. They're out of Hollywood. And the funny thing is, now they're reporting on where they're going. Out of No Film School, it says what places are becoming the new Hollywood. These cities and states are where the diaspora of film and TV workers are going. Now, as we take a look at this, folks, pay close attention, because the deep blue that is Hollywood is now going somewhere else, and you need to note the types of places it's going. Jason Hellerman is the author here. The City of Angels is one of the most expensive places to live in America, and California is one of the most expensive places to shoot. It's sad to say, but Hollywood movies are rarely ever made in Hollywood anymore. That's a problem for the industry and for the cultural stranglehold that they've had on the narrative. As the rest of the world becomes a haven for making films, people are leaving the city to go where the jobs are. Today, I want to take a look at a THR article about the locations taking over and give you the highlights. First up, one you didn't see coming. It's the bluegrass state, but it's definitely red. Kentucky. Says the Kentucky Office of Film and Development was created to encourage the film and entertainment industry to choose locations in the Commonwealth of Kentucky for filming motion picture and entertainment productions. Cool. North Carolina. North Carolina has been developing its film infrastructure by expanding studio spaces and support services. The infrastructure helps to facilitate smooth and efficient production processes. Hoping to leverage North Carolina's 25% tax rebate, people are flocking to the state to shoot in one of the many historic cities or along the beach. Going down even more. What do we got? Texas. We've heard about the mass exodus of comics and filmmakers to the Austin area, but all of Texas is thriving. You have all the Taylor Sheridan shows shooting there on his ranch, and the state launched a campaign to bring even more business to the state. And then, oh, how we love it, the UK. Why do we love the UK? Well, because when they make films over there, we get the tax documents, and we know how much they spent. So why? Why do the Hollywood studios go to the United Kingdom, where we'll find out and know how much they're spending and then use that against them? Well, because the UK gives them a 40% corporate tax rate relief. 40%, baby. That's why they go there. Not listed here, folks, but worthy of your knowledge, Atlanta, Georgia has just become basically the new Hollywood. They don't talk about it, but Atlanta, Georgia is on par with Hollywood, or maybe even bigger when it comes to the film industry. And there are other places, too, that are growing. There are places like New Mexico. Please keep Alec Baldwin out of there, but otherwise it's fine for filming. There are other places, though. Scotland even has had some filming taking place there that's going quite well, minus Indiana Jones, the Dial of Destiny. But what we told you is now coming true. Studios are fleeing Hollywood, going elsewhere. Mm-hmm. It's devastating for those who want to maintain a particular ideology in entertainment. Lauren, I see you.
Permission to make a pun?
Oh, please.
In Scotland, the more the merrier.
Oh, that's a bad one. All right. Yeah, Lauren, come on.
When it comes to those kinds of puns, there can be only one.
Oh, no, it's even worse.
Permission to make an off-color joke that is maybe PG-13.
What do you think this is? Comics Division? Go for it.
All right. Sorry, Jonas isn't here.
How does a hippie polygamist count his wives?
Please tell me, did you make this up on the spot before you give us the... If you came up with that as your start on your own, I'm impressed. Go ahead, Lauren, tell us.
1 Mrs. Hippie, 2 Mrs. Hippie, 3 Mrs. Hippie.
Oh my gosh.
Lauren's on a roll. Lorne is on a roll.
I approve.
Yep. I like this version of Lorne.
That's just proof that it was a bad joke. The fact that Steve said he liked it.
Yeah, he's always trolling around. Vash, tell us about Hollywood and what this means as it turns out studios are fleeing. And as we were noting, minus the UK, turns out that a lot of these places that Hollywood is going, despite their principled stands, they're quite conservative.
Yes, they are. It's so fascinating to see this. We actually just played a clip, actually, from a podcast on Hollywood Backlight with Lou and You. That podcast was literally with Rob Lowe. There's a clip going around where Rob Lowe is talking with Adam Scott, his former Parks and Rec co-star right there, talking about how when they were filming that show, all those productions used to be in Hollywood, in LA, and now they are not anymore. And apparently the place where they filmed Parks and Rec is pretty much empty. There's no productions, or at least very little productions taking place there because of, the lack of incentives for Hollywood to actually film in LA. And I think Lou, when we were talking about this on Hollywood Backlot, was talking about how there is a new kind of tax incentive program being talked about right now in order to boost the Hollywood film industry in LA. And so that politicking that's going on right now may be influencing a lot of the articles that we're seeing here from various media outlets. Also saw this one right here, how this was by the Hollywood Reporter. Apparently this writer here, Adam Balalu, has an idea that perhaps California could directly fund some of these film productions and maybe get some type of royalty deal out of it. It's a very interesting idea. But we have seen a lot of talk in this space for some time here. We do know that so many productions are leaving LA, leaving Hollywood. And if they want to retain this film industry in their backyard, they're going to have to do a lot in order to do that. And I know a lot of people in California are very... They're not happy about the moving of film productions to all these different places.
Listen, I'm seeing what you're saying. I agree totally with your assessment, except to say this: it's gone. It's over, because it's like trying to get if you have a wonderful girlfriend and you don't do well with her, and she decides she can do better off somewhere else, right? It's not easy to get the girlfriend to decide to give you that second chance. And that's what Hollywood is now experiencing, because, when these studios send their productions elsewhere and these other places start building these massive sound stages and production areas and all of this stuff, all this infrastructure, it's not like North Carolina is just going to roll over now and say, well, go on back to California. We're not going to put up a fight. No, the market has changed because California became an inhospitable area for the business of show business.
Right.
And what a dumb thing to do. Especially as the box office is shrinking in a way that we've never seen before. I mean, we're about to talk about Snow White. Listen, the box office is absolutely, they don't want to talk about this, but it is absolutely in catastrophe. So these companies can't afford to be somewhere that is essentially hostile to their success.
And it gets worse too, because remember those LA fires displaced a lot of talent that used to be a part of these film productions and so forth. A lot of above the line and below the line talent. So now it's like, well, productions were already moving out of my state. Why stay here? So I do think you're right, Pro. I think the dynamic has changed. I do believe permanently. I'm just saying, I could see a lot of current studios who have their headquarters in LA leave as well, and that'd be a big, huge shift in this industry as well.
Absolutely. I think the headquarters are likely to stay as long as they can. That'll be the last thing that leaves California, right. Because it's a political message. It's a political. It's like, okay, so what's happening there is that the C-suite is saying, fundamentally, ideologically, we agree. Pragmatically, we are so far away from being able to agree that we have to send everything else except our offices somewhere else, and essentially to the places that we would say we totally disagree with, except that our actions speak louder than our words, but please only pay attention to our words and where our headquarters are located. That's the idea. Anyway. All right, well, folks, we'll be watching this. Marvin, any thoughts? Steve, Lauren, before we...
No, who would have thought that by making it completely impossible to conduct business in his state, that people might not conduct business there anymore. It is it's proof that their ideals and their love of Hollywood as a concept only goes as far as it being financially viable. Now, I know Canada, Vancouver has been a huge breeding ground for productions. New Zealand, even New Jersey is starting to open up these studios. So Hollywood, I mean, at this point, it would be easier to count the number of productions that are still produced in Hollywood, because I think outside of like, a couple of the late night shows filming there, you're not going to have much more in Tinseltown anymore, because they have made it completely implausible to do so.
Well, and think about this, Marvin. When the grips, when the cameramen, when the audio specialists, when they all leave, when they all move to Atlanta or New Jersey, or they move to Canada, to Vancouver, wherever they go to, like, it's not easy to get them to move back to California.
No.
Once they're gone, you either got to bring in new people, or you got to find people who are not especially, expertised in that area. And what made Hollywood be successful for so long was the idea that they did have the people with the most expertise. Well, they're in Atlanta now. So it's crazy.
Yeah, they're not going to be trapped. They're not going to be trapped in California anymore, because if you tell these people that live in LA and have to pay LA rent and LA taxes and all that other stuff, that they can move to Georgia, they're going to jump at the opportunity. They'll be able to live like kings.
Well, they've got Ray Charles playing on the radio, apparently. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for now, but don't worry. Do not fret. Not yet, for more content is still coming your way 4 times a day, right here on the Pro Channel. What a joy it has been to share our time with you. We hope you feel the same. Adding value to your every single day is our job here, and we take it very seriously. Folks, the only thing we ask in return is that you consider clicking that like button. Share, subscribe, click it. Stick it to those algorithms. It's the notification bell. And drop a comment right on down below. And folks, if you'd like to subscribe to our partner YouTube channels, That Park Place, That Pod Place, That Game Place, and some of those radio stations like Vacation Radio, well, we certainly would appreciate it. Until the next time we have the honor of spending time and being invited into your day, folks, we go on our way saying this: keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.